If you want to stand out amongst other buyers on the same house, you don't need luck, you need strategy. Here's how I structure offers that win. What's up, everybody? I'm Mitch Ragan here at Next Home Signature Real Estate and the Ragan team. So what's really happening behind the scenes when multiple offers come in? So in behind the scenes in a multiple offer situation, this is exactly what's happening. I'm researching data to show different trends, what the numbers show for comparable properties, as well as being a bug in the ear of the sellers. Now you as the buyer, you might be sitting on the edge of your seat just waiting to hear what's happening, but I'm relaying any information that I get from the sellers over to you. And then I'm doing all my data research in the background. So basically we want to make sure we form a strategy from there so you are comfortable with what you're moving forward with. And if you really want to win that offer, we also want to see how badly do you want this house, right? Ultimately, are you going to be comfortable with what we're moving forward with? What are the key factors besides price that makes an offer stand out? Factors that are going to help us stand out in a multiple offer situation outside of price is going to be contingencies and our terms. Maybe we can line up really well on our closing date. The seller might need something super specific. Are you as the buyer, are we together going to be able to link up with them? And the next thing is going to be your contingencies. Are we doing home inspections? Do you have a home sale contingency? And I would say your last thing is going to be your timing. Are we going to be good about how we respond? Are we going to offer some things that are going to be really good with what the sellers want? Are we going to link up in that? If we're not super cordial, if we're not willing to work with the sellers, if we're not great on our timing and our response time back to them, they may be a little bit on the edge of their seat. So if we're able to link up that way, we kind of get pushed to the front as opposed to getting pushed to the back in a multiple offer situation. Here's how I help my clients stay competitive without overextending financially. Well, it all starts where you are financially. So maybe the lender can get you approved for a certain number, but you up here, you're just not feeling that. Maybe you're not really ready for that number, okay? So are you down payment sensitive, upfront cost sensitive, meaning closing costs, down payment, all of that, or are you more monthly payment sensitive? If you're a first-time home buyer, it could be everything together. Depending on whatever your loan is, maybe we need to have a different strategy where we go with some more upfront cost help, seller credit, closing cost help, some different things like that to help you buy down your rate, to help you with your upfront costs as well, even if you're not able to get a gift from a family member or anything like that. If you're more monthly payment sensitive, there's some different strategies we can tackle there together as well, and that's all between our conversations with the lender. And then the last thing, outside of what you're doing and what you're thinking, is I'm doing my research. I'm making sure that I'm researching all the numbers. I'm comparing the data with how we are approaching our offer. I want to make sure that you're not overpaying, right? So maybe we do throw in a little bit of a lower offer and see if the sellers will bite. And then that's really what it takes in order for us to not overextend ourselves. I just need to show you that, hey, you're not overpaying. Buyers typically lose out on deals when they make these kind of mistakes. It all starts with the communication from the agent. I'll be honest, the buyer, you're really at the mercy of whatever your agent's doing for you. So you got to really pick the right agent who you can trust, who you can like, and you can really just hand over the keys and let them go to work for you, right? Go to bat for you. So when it comes to mistakes, your communication is key. Is the agent going to be reaching out to the sellers, meaning the listing agent, and are they going to be talking all the time? Are they going to be discussing, hey, what works best for your client? How can we link up? How can we make this work? And then relaying all the information over. Now, putting myself in the shoes as a listing agent, if I receive an offer or if I receive a phone call from an agent who's potentially representing some buyers that are interested on my property, what kind of communication are they showing? I don't care if you're in your first year of real estate and this is the first deal you've ever done and first offer you've ever written. Are you showing that you are sticking up for your clients and that you guys want to make this happen? Because if you're showing that you do, my clients are going to feel a lot more comfortable. I'm going to feel a lot more comfortable as well as a partner to work with in this. That's the biggest mistake that they make, and I would say the last thing is going to be, who are you using for lending, and financially, what's the situation? If you aren't submitting with a pre-qual letter, if you don't know, if you need to pull money out of your current home to roll in as equity and it just seems kind of messy, that isn't super, super good for the sellers. So we need to be as clean as possible, and we want to make sure that communication is as clean as possible as well. Here's the advice that I would give someone preparing to enter into a competitive situation. Let's just start with sellers. So for number one, what are the terms of the offer that we've received, right? Let's get something that's super clean or the cleanest possible. If we're going up, if we have several different offers that come in, What's the biggest question marks? Let's just get somebody who is clean, or as clean as possible, meaning less contingencies, the better, right? Maybe the price isn't where we want it to be, but maybe it's something that's gonna be super clean to the finish line. Their financing is in order, they don't have as many contingencies, they're super clean up front, they've shown a bunch of interest. Maybe they showed the home a couple different times as well. Maybe I had a chance to meet them in person at the open house. That could be something as well, right? And then from a buyer's perspective, if you're wanting to be the winner in a competitive situation, let's make sure we're as clean as possible coming in as well. And if we're not as clean as possible, meaning maybe you want an inspection, which I can't turn you off from, right? Maybe you do have a home to sell, right? It's all gonna rely on me as your agent to make sure that I'm communicating as much as possible, setting expectations for you so that you can know exactly what might happen if we do something, right? X happens if we do Z, right? And then lastly, we just want to make sure that you're in a comfortable spot. So if you're comfortable, if you're ready to move forward from a seller's perspective or a buyer's perspective, that's all that really matters. And we want to make sure that you're okay with whatever outcome we have. If you're getting ready to purchase here in Omaha and you want the right game plan for a competitive market, feel free to reach out through the email that's attached in the description below. I'd love to help you get into the home you want without stretching past your